scream, "Release me!" But this burden continues holding me. It's sad to realize that this grievance was given life by me, the bastard seed of my creeps and criminal activities. Bright futures lie ahead, though difficult to gain entry. A past barricades my future, and its presence is preventing mine succeeding. But yet this same weight with its aims of defeating ignited an eternal flame and accelerated my heart's beating, and this inferno engulfed my being, melting my deficiencies, purged my body of all its weaknesses, creating a new frame of me. And with the vision that this new frame has afforded, the world that revolves before me as a tortoise field, permitted me transform opposition to opportunity, reshaping their motives, creating a benefit to me. That is why I empathize with all those lost souls that I meet. I'm charged to forge a righteous aura steadily upon their psyche. A gift requiring as a man I live righteously if I am to command broken spirits with the words that I speak. This inferno sparks the drive to my destiny. All I need is stay my course and maintain a firm belief, and faith is my shield through evils bent on impeding. This inferno is my weapon with magical abilities, defeating, reforming, and permitting me dying in the midst of my enemies. And now the future's light seems blinding up above me. My bonds have been broken as if Samson was inside me, hiding. My mission and my purpose: perfect this inferno, infect and inject the world until I'm no longer breathing. And praise says, "Well done." And in His presence I am healed. That's inferno right there, y'all. Can I get you to volunteer right quick? So you get the first time, come over there. Shout out to her one more time. Okay, I'm about to have some fun right now. How many of you all enjoy intimacy? Come on. Right? We're not going to get intimate. Okay. How many of you know that this is for the moment, and y'all want to take a picture? This is my, for this piece, this is my girl. Okay. How many of you know that if you have relations with somebody that's too good, it can become addictive?
Come on.
She laughed. Somebody is addicted right now. So this poem right here, and I wrote this poem because I was literally going crazy. You know, if you hear this poem, you'll feel what I was going with. But like you said, you know, I think I smelled another man. It was over for me. So this piece was the result. And it's called Hump Junkie. Hump Junkie. You gonna see me. I am an addict. The tragedy began when I awoke, could only imagine you. People ask me on the regular, do I love her? And my response is no. There's way too many desserts in the world to choose one and neglect the road. But just as that lie leaves my lips going with no fear has gone before, my mind goes back to 2 days ago when the center of the bed imploded. I erected a challenge to my mate that she rose to before she rose. She likes to slide slowly to the mountain's peak. I come up, she comes screaming down. I awake at the base, not with the net, but I meet each descent with a pound. And I do this more than the sun goes down. Every time I'm around, I go, and it goes, go. And I can't figure out how she knows so many ways of going up and down and up and down. I'm an addict. The tragedy began when I woke and only imagined you. I knew that you would be my boo since the day I passed the Boys and Blue when I saw you staring in your rear view. Just as long as I do. And everything that I do reminds me of you, like when I'm driving and dip my tire in a pothole, it reminds me when I'm tired from skinny dipping in your warm pudding. Every time there's something in my arms to hold, I squeeze the life out of it because it reminds me of when we cuddled. And I went to church. And the congregation was standing up, waving their hands, screaming, "Amen!" I jumped up. I said, I was so ashamed, but I left the congregation and befuddled, and my testimony was, yo, this woman, she infiltrated my psyche, going discreetly, undetected. And with her exotic perfume and her bionic womb, she went secretly undetected. But maybe I knew it just landed and chose not to sweat it. Otherwise, when I was hurt, my swagger had been shedded. My manly armor completely removed, leaving me bucket naked. And now I'm going to say, when she said goes, and then I'm capable of telling this girl no. But let's just count the times I attempt to hold and scream, no, no, no. But her lips tighten their grip around me, and she increases her speed and please go, go, go till I can't hold no more. And I explode my nose. Both eyes closed. My body convulsed till it's comatose to the dangling throat. But who knows what the rope and noose is? It isn't one. Only lots and lots of your juices. And now this king size about to capsize from taking on too much water. All hands on deck and abandon ship, that is my order. But since I'm the captain, I'm going no place but down on her. Licking her at me while she's looking at me, asking for my patent kit. Then our roles reverse, and oh my God, it's her turn. I mean, oh my God, it's my turn. And crazy sounds leave my mouth as I the sounds we make are inhumane, more like add that to the bed, shaky frame, and we wake the neighbors. They call 911 to report the absurd. The case dismissed. There's no domestic violence. We're in the middle of the city. So how could you be hearing stampeding herds? Can y'all picture that? Yeah, I don't see it. And the question is, whose magic stick this is, and the answer is I'm an addict. The tragedy began when I woke and only imagined you. That's something tough, y'all. I think I got close. That's it. I got one more. All right, look, this is on the conscious tip. This is very important. And just a little short, little quick backdrop. I do promotions for a club in Alabama. And up until like 2 weeks ago, we only allowed males 25 to come in. Females 21, males 25. Recently they changed that and put it down to 21. The guys too. And over the last 3 weeks, we've had like more fights and drama than any other time. You know what I'm saying? And and last night kind of touched me because it was actually my first time being there when one popped off. And so I walk outside and I see like this group of guys over here, but I see this group of guys over here. You know the picture, right? Yeah. All because somebody stepped on somebody's shoe. Oh no. And I was in the studio. Come on. So I'm standing out there, I'm standing in front of the club and I'm sitting two sides. And when I heard somebody say, I kill every mother out here. And I'm like, wow. Everybody? I'm like, bro, I ain't got nothing but Corona, bro. You know, and so this piece right here is about gun violence. You know, Tuscaloosa is known for a whole lot for the University of Alabama and whatnot, we're a college town. But we, had people been on the first 48. You know, there's a lot of killing that was going on. They had like 41 weeks straight with a shooting at the beginning of 2013. And I wrote this piece, and I don't know, I thought it would make a difference. I mean, I was kind of discouraged a little bit, but hey, we still pushing forward. Maybe it was back in the day with the gangster rhymes of NWA. Or maybe it's how we fascinate over the last scene in Scarface. But society now associates big cojones with participating in pistol play. And nowadays, it's just as common to see a man cold as it is folk, waves, and fades, or braids. And the young kids will say, yo, I want to be like Tupac, and Tupac shot 2 cops in the butt. Yeah, but it wasn't open no plug light. And I'm excluding those of you who keep a text in your home for those who may intrude without invites. But most of you lying, you say your peace is for peace of mind and protection. Because to you, trouble is like metal. And your Desert Eagle or whatever millimeter magnetizes you in that direction. And when you're holding, everything is disrespectful. Whether of a trip in the trunk, be it someone loud talking to you in a conversation or even your ex-girlfriend with the new boyfriend she flings. And I've seen fist fights in the loss of life because somebody's so-called man pride was whooped. And instead of waiting to fight another day, they'll attempt to repay the whooping with a bullet. My homeboy Aaron Prince was blown away in broad day for a little less than the side of town we stayed. My baby brother PC was leaving church and was hit by a stray by a gangster around the block with bad aim. I found out Baby Glock was his nickname. And this gave me an idea to make them all behave. Now, how about me and you? We fill a room with all the gangster dudes we know. We're going to lock all of them in. Then remove the weapons. And throw in a 4 or 5-year-old. Then give that kid a Uzi to hold. And take notes as my theory unfolds. You see gangsters of all shapes and sizes, young and old, climbing out the roof and diving out a window. And this will be a proof of what I've always been known. A lot of men's courage rests in speed. Remove that piece from the equation and the gangster will lose the appeal. Because his swagger will be broken to pieces. Like Humpty Dumpty off the wall. And if you end up getting beat up, just remember even Ali didn't win them all. And I bet he couldn't wait to fight another day after he's corrected, protecting his face. And just remember, whatever it is that you throw out, it's going to be bust back your way. Now, I know it's going to be an easy transition. It's going to be hard to let that thing go. Especially now that you realize women love a man with a justifiable ego. But one thing that you and I both know, if the peace goes, then your spine will soon follow.
Come on.
We'll be back to talking soft. Back to not mugging the whole world and walk. Back to treating every man you meet with the same respect no matter who he be away from. Because your swagger be broken to pieces. Like the crumbling walls of Jericho. I'm speaking to you sincerely. Fellas, do a nut check and make sure it's not a weapon that's giving you your manly feeling. And that's turning you into this beast. Because if only a piece makes you this beast, what type of creature are you really? You know what I'm saying? And if we can remove all of these pieces from all of these beasts, surely that see more clearly. Thank you all. Instagram, I'm here to